everybody, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here for the season finale of the North Seat. An episode affectionately called We Get to Hang Out with Fish People, or something like that. That's not what it's called. It's called Drenched in Nightmare. Because who doesn't like a moist nightmare? That being said, let's jump around and introduce our cast and crew. We'll start with Miss Ginger Ninja, the queen of moist nightmares. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And who are you playing today?
I'm Xmas Ginger Ninja. Weird. Can someone please clip this and send it to Kevin, who doesn't like that word? You can find me pretty much everywhere by that handle. I'm also on Saber Dice in the podcast and on Wednesdays. And I'm super excited to keep playing Ren, who's totally not going to die. She's going to do great. She has a few tricks up her sleeve now, and we're super excited about it.
It's okay, because my alternate segue was, let's jump over to Bird, who can describe his Gen Con experience as a moist nightmare. Bird, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet?
My name is Bird vs. Plane, and I am the opposite of a moist nightmare. I'm going to be playing Salim, the Wet Dream, who is a maritime warlock and the keeper of the witch Ren. Back to you, Mike.
Back to you in the studio.
I'm fucking dead.
I feel like I am somewhat to blame for this. At least 5%.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, Maddie, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And who are you playing today?
I am not going to make any comment on anything that was said prior to this. I can't. I'm Bad Fishmonger. You could just find me as Bad Fishmonger, and I'm playing Cardis, the Bard, who has horns. She's a tiefling.
This is a good day. And last but definitely not least, Ethan, who are you? Why have you done this to us? And tell us about the North Seat.
I'm Ethan, and I'm full of regrets. You can find me at Super Robot Bear, which is where you can find where I talk about this thing that I wrote that you can put into your digital hands. It is a module. It's up for sale. Big news at the end of the show because I finished the third book, and I'll talk about that afterwards. But yeah, we're playing the North Sea.
Hell yeah!
Which is
cool. So guys, be feel free. Also, while you're feeling free, go check out the North Seat. Get the first 2 books for free. Get the second book for $10, and keep your eye out for the third book. Also, while you're doing that, go ahead and check out our sweet, sweet sponsor, the Dice of Rolling. They're a full set of polyhedral dice with optimized quantities for D&D 5e. They make great stocking stuffers. Stocking stuffers? Whatever. I'm having a stroke, I think.
I thought you said stocky stuffers.
They
like the
stuff them in your socks,
drink.
you know? Be feel free, guys. And if you want to help me pay the medical bill for the stroke I'm having, go check out our Patreon. Ethan, save the stream. Take us away.
last time on the North Seat, there was a festival and they all had fun. That was, I mean, they got really drunk and lost a lot of games. That's pretty much what happened.
Excuse me, I won one.
You did.
Ren kicked ass at something.
And you now have a pig because of that. But in the last, 3 minutes of the episode, you will have remembered that we opened up to a scene of everyone enjoying some fire time, some time next to a fire in the dead of winter. It's snowing, it's foggy, and then they heard a scream. And as Vesdine went to check what had happened, he saw briefly a large Norman man have a hook come around his neck and pull him back into the mist.
For the record, I blacked out that whole event. We just had a party, and then I got blackout drunk, in-game and out-of-game, and I called it a day, and I forgot that whole thing happened.
So, we return in the dead of winter. You no longer hear the screaming. But Vestian, thanks to you being a Norman and kind of used to snowy weather and all that sort of thing, you can see what's sort of happening here. You can see the dark shapes of fishmen holding these giant, like these stabs with hooks on the end. You can see what can only be described as a giant shrimp.
Okay.
Let me get the actual
I don't like what you're saying.
description. Okay, you saw the inky black substance on the dude's face.
Yep.
The shadows lit by lantern light. Yes, and then if you look more closely at the krill beast, you can see that strapped to its side appeared to be more humanoid forms.
Yeah, I think so. We hear the scream. Vestian goes to check it out, right? And I think in typical Vestian fashion, he takes a step back from the door and closes it.
Cool.
And then turns to everyone and says, there are,
Get it out.
fish people.
Are they part of the winter celebration too?
No.
Or is this like a parade that comes by? Or
No.
Are they like men and women? So like fish are men and women? So he's saying fish people? So they
No.
can gender, no?
No. They're a combination of fish and people.
Like what part of them is fish? Do they have...
I didn't. They have legs, so I guess the top half's fish.
Duh, because they couldn't walk here if they had tails.
Right.
Why would you have to specify?
They do also have tails.
Is there like a window? Is there like a place I can sort of look out of?
If you want to, there's like shutters.
Mm-hmm.
They've probably been like latched, and you have to like unlatch them, poke your head out.
Well, I'm gonna just kind of. I don't want to like fling it open. I want to just sort of open it enough that I can see.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, I want to try and find one of these fish people. I want to see one of the fish.
Ren has her head right under yours. Like she snuck up under you while you were...
You guys will actually recognize these fish people as the things that briefly crawled out along your boat as you traveled to Hoxayord.
Huh.
I guess I should probably make it clear that they also just killed someone. That was the scream.
oh, that seems bad. We should go mess them up.
I figured I didn't have to say that, but then I realized that none of you were getting it, so...
I don't know your customs, man.
Would you like to roll initiative?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can Ren... The door is shut, right?
Yeah.
Can I try to yell out to them before... Or are we already fighting? This thing's already like breaking the door in or something?
No, they're still out there.
Okay.
So you can yell whatever you want.
Sorry, I didn't click my token.
I didn't either.
That's
Because I'm a terrible person.
I haven't done it yet because I'm trying to do that. Oh, you son of a bitch.
All right.
I can't zoom for some reason. That's
There you go.
No, zoom.
There we go. I got it.
You got it?
You sure?
Yeah, I couldn't zoom in on the map. I don't know why.
That's not what you want.
Nope.
So you got a 15,
Yeah.
-1, maybe a 14.
I have a -1.
No, because Cardis rolled a 15.
Oh. I also have 15. Oh, yeah. So I'm beneath her.
So, but you would be, yeah. I'm making things easier for me,
Makes sense.
so I don't do decimal places. Ren, you would be the first to act if you choose.
Yeah, she's gonna try to yell out this window, and she's gonna try to intimidate them to leave.
Interesting.
You don't want any of this. Go away. We'll hurt
You
you.
don't need to roll me the intimidation because it actually won't work. You'll notice that you sort of expect your voice to like carry a little bit since the streets are so empty. I mean, there is fog and mist, and you wouldn't expect your voice to carry so far, but it actually sounds muted even more than you were expecting.
So she sounds like, you guys better not. You better not.
Because I don't want you to waste your turn completely.
Isn't that what she sounds like all the time?
Shut up.
You actually don't hear them making any noise. You would expect them to be like their feet to crunch in the snow. You would expect the person that number 4 is dragging would be screaming because they're definitely moving. And you would expect the giant shrimp demon to be like pounding, but it's not making a single sound.
Okay. So I still have time to act because they're just creeping towards us like a silent death, is what you're
They're
saying.
actually trying to go back to the ocean.
Okay.
They're actually headed this way.
Guys. Oh, towards us?
No,
Toward away. Sorry.
Yeah.
So she's probably like, guys, I think I scared them away. They're leaving.
Nice.
Yeah, it was totally me.
All right, well, in that case, he takes a small log and throws it on the fire.
Okay.
Can I climb out the window and try to like go see what they killed?
They haven't killed anybody yet. You see them dragging people.
Oh, sorry. I thought they were just. I thought they just were like, well, that's enough killing for today, and just.
No, you see them active, and the people who they're dragging appear to be alive.
Okay, guys, I may have scared them away, but there's hostages.
Oh,
Is
well.
what I meant to say.
All right, well. And he reaches in the fire and takes the log out.
No, put your wood away. We gotta go.
What?
We don't need that. We gotta go.
No, I know. I took it off I don't want to waste it.
Is that it for you? That sounds like you've done an action's worth of stuff.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Snatcher 3 is currently wrestling with somebody. Curtis.
We must save the hostages, yes? All right.
Like.
Yeah. No, that's... Yeah.
Okay. You coming with? Bastian?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Okay.
He moves slightly slower than you.
I will put a hand on Bastian's shoulder, and I am going to cast heroism on both of us. Second level.
Nice.
Heroism.
So,
What's
that-
your charisma up at?
it is at 4.
Cool.
And then I will use my movement. Is my movement 30? Is this like this fence here?
You can hop over it.
I can just hop over it. Okay. So I can conceivably like get over here and.
Yeah. I should mention the snow is difficult terrain.
Okay.
It's a lot of snow. It's like a lot of snow.
Okay, but I'm 7'9".
It's still a lot of snow.
It's a lot of snow. With 30 feet, would you say that I could get to like right here next to the? Okay.
For sure.
All right.
Crunch. Something you notice as soon as you get within 5 feet of him.
Mhm.
You can no longer hear anything.
I don't like that. All right. I don't have any bonus actions at this point, so yeah, I've just got my rapier out and I am ready for fighting.
Cool. Vestian.
Vestian starts a epic war cry, which sounds like as he cleaves into the krill beast.
It would do that same exact. It would actually do the and then you get next to the krill beast and your voice cuts out.
Nice.
Um.
And then he's going to attack the shit out of this thing.
Okay.
With the battle axe.
Cool.
Nope.
Everyone with battle axes.
Not today.
Actually.
11 hits?
You hit it.
Fuck yeah. Don't forget what?
your hit points.
Oh yeah. I put him at 4, +4. So yeah, 10 slashing damage as he cleaves into this guy.
Yeah, you like take out a leg. And
you just see him like.
Go ahead.
That's it. You can't hear anything, so you just see him shaking his.
Yeah. You do notice that strapped to the side of this thing with nets and rope are like the dangling bodies of, not bodies, they're still alive, but the dangling personages of probably like Normans and rat folk, except they have this black substance over their face.
Okay.
Salim.
Okay, Salim, noticing Ren's voice go a little bit quiet and hearing Vestian's loud war cry taper off at the end, he is going to rush out the door a bit, but maintain a little bit of distance from any of these creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing Vestian very clumsily swing at the big boy, but still make contact, is going to try to help bring the krill beast down. So he's going to fire an Eldritch Blast at that sucker. For a 22.
A hit.
Awesome. For 9 points of damage as he raises his arm and shoots a burst of celestial light out of his hands.
All right, you do some more damage to it. It looks like it wants to turn and look at you, but the fish person on its back seems to be trying to like control it and make sure that it doesn't do that and keeps it on its course. Snatcher. Snatcher is going to move up. There's somebody on the ground who has stopped struggling, and he kind of like steps over them and is going to attach you with this like hook. It's called a hook spear. So but the 12 misses, so you manage to nimbly dodge back as it swipes at you. But if you were to make a noise, like if you were to yelp at all, you wouldn't hear anything.
Oh yeah, and he super would. He's still a yelper at this point.
But you do, and there's nothing. Number 4 is going to, from their belt pouch, grab this black goopy substance with like these little things drifting off to the side and put it on the face of the person that he's currently holding with his hook spear. And you see that the little legs of this goop kind of raise up and embed themselves into the neck of the Norman that he's carrying. And then the Norman stops struggling. Silent Chorus. I don't know if you guys can see the names of these things, but
yeah.
Okay. The guy sees that you are currently attacking his krill beast, and he is going to cast. He's gonna kind of like lean over and cast Inflict Wounds at you.
All right.
Yeah. So there's a 21 hit.
21 hits.
All right. Oh, there's a whole function for this. Okay. You're going to take 16 necrotic damage.
Well, all right.
All right. That's pretty average. He just kind of like reaches down. His hand starts like glowing in black fire, and he just strikes it at you with it.
No, thank you.
And just for clarification, is Silent Chorus the one that's on top of the krill beast?
Correct.
Hitting him? Okay. Thank you.
This Snatcher has a person with him, and he's going to drag him there. Like, dragging it towards the krill beast. Red.
Ren jumps out of her burrito blanket fort and hops out the window. She can make it to about there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to attack. When she looks around, she sees something riding this giant, gross thing with too many legs.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, she's going to shoot the thing sitting on top of it.
Cool.
Sharkapee.
No, we don't talk about that. She doesn't do it, though. Turns out she doesn't do it.
No, that's a.
There were too many legs. She got scared.
Yeah. So you shoot the bolt of lightning out, and I think it just, because it's on the back of a krill beast, right? It just like shifts a little bit and just completely.
Can they hear if I say anything?
Who? Actually, all of your companions are currently engaged with one of the Dupa, so they can't hear anything currently.
Okay, because she's just screaming like a small child.
Cool.
Like a Ren.
Like a Selim.
Perfect. Living the wet dream.
The Yelper.
Tracking him there. Curtis.
Not sponsored by Yelp.
So is there a person in front of me?
Yes, there is. Oh, there's a fish person and a Norman dragged behind him.
Okay. Okay, so I am going to go for the fish person, I think. It only does a d6. So, make with the stab, 18
That's a hit.
for 7.
7. It cuts deeply into this thing.
Okay.
And it goes back.
Yeah, I want to try and sort of, I mean, I can't mechanically do this, but I'm sort of going to try and interpose myself between the person and the Norman and the fish person.
You can't. He's currently got his hook spear around its neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I'm doing aiming with the hope of separating them.
Okay.
Is there any way I can inspire Ren without making noise?
Nope.
No, because it specifically says you have to hear me. That's right.
Do you just yell at me and point, and she's like, me?
All right, it's my turn.
That'd be the best if you just like start like shouting like with metal face, right?
And like,
it's the
she
same,
just, yeah.
but it's the same face you use when you kill people. So she's like, "What have I done?"
Just poops a little.
Just like, oh my god.
She opens her eyes.
Oh god. So we can't speak?
Nope.
Can they speak?
They don't. You'll notice, because this thing's real close to you, its mouth is actually stitched together.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna assume because it cast a verbal spell that I can cast a verbal spell.
Nope. It's got a special ability.
Okay, well then... Well, we play like it's D&D 5e. I hit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I can do for the entire combat. Every single spell is verbal.
I mean, you can step back.
And then hit it. Like
that is fortunately is a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, most of my spells are touch spells because I am a cleric.
As I would rule that if you were further back, you can start casting the spell, move forward, then hit someone with it.
Alright.
I love the idea of you stepping back though and just like putting your hands up like, I'm gonna get you, and then like rushing in.
Yep. That's it. I will whack him with my axe.
Selim.
Selim raises a hand, I think, to do another Eldritch Blast, but as he, tries to channel that power, there's a verbal component to it, and it just isn't working. So the next best thing, of course, is take that scimitar and just hit this creature right next to him. So he swings with the scimitar.
Okay.
That go through? There we go.
That's a hit.
Okay, nice. For 6 points of damage.
All right. This thing is also injured now.
And then, because I just looked it up, there's no verbal component to it, he will point at Vestian and use one of his celestial healing dice to give a little bit of healing to that injured boy. Just 2 points, but it's 2 points.
Just flips him off and he starts healing. Exactly.
This guy is going to continue trying to hook spear you, but miss. Not terribly accurate, these guys. They've got a Cardus in front of them, so they unhook the spear from the guy on the ground, and he is going to swing at you. And miss.
Okay.
The chorus realizes that you're very tough, and kind of gives the krill beast a giddy up. And they're going to move using the disengage action. You get about there. Number 2 can finish its pilgrimage to the beast and unload like a person onto the krill beast. Ren.
So I don't think I've ever actually used this before. Maybe once. Can I do the Misty Step and then take my action?
You can, but it can't be used to cast another spell, except for a cantrip.
Okay, that's fine. So she's going to teleport. How far is it? 60, I think?
30 feet.
30? Okay. So yeah, she's going to move up to here. I think it goes here.
Cool.
And then, sorry. Trying to scroll through things.
Okay. What were you trying to hit?
The same guy on top, controlling it.
That is a hit. Ooh.
Freaking cold.
Wait.
It finally hit, guys. This never hits.
Are you using your level 5 sheet or your level 4 sheet?
Probably the wrong one.
Yeah, you are. You're rolling too many dice.
Hold on, let me roll again.
I was just going to take the 7 damage because that's what you rolled.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you frost this thing, and it's wet and it's already cold, so it feels like you did it really was effective. Number 3, gonna try to move his guy.
You know, like a Pokemon attack.
Yeah. Look, I love me some Pokemon. All right. Where are we on the initiative? Curtis. You got a fishy friend in front of you.
Yeah, I'm just going to continue stabbing. Because stabbing doesn't require me to make any noises.
True. That's a hit.
All right, 15. Hooray. For 8 damage.
And some more. Oh, that was the wrong button.
And
It's almost dead.
I will just make angry faces at it.
Perfect. Vestian.
I hit it with my stick.
Are you going to move up to it, or?
Yeah.
It's currently trying to run away from you.
You know what? It did move away, right? Can I hear now?
Yep.
Is that how this works?
It's a 5-foot aura.
Oh, okay. Around everything?
Around the Silent Chorus, Snatchers, and Krill Beasts.
Okay, so yeah, around everything. Okay, cool. Yeah, fuck it. I make a silent weapon. Get wrecked. Spiritual weapon. So I begin to chant a prayer to the lady, and then adjacent to me appears my spiritual weapon, which is the form of a scythe. And I put that shit right next to the giant quill beast, and I attack with it as a bonus action.
Yep.
And then I run in and hit it. Spiritual weapon. Bam!
You're hitting the Krill Beast.
Yeah, get wrecked. Krill
That's
beast.
a hit.
Level 2. 11 force damage, and then I run in and go deaf.
Mm-hmm.
And hit him with my axe.
Another hit.
Another 4 damage.
Yeah.
Get wrecked, you giant bug.
Don't forget your temporary hit points, too.
Yep, yeah, I just leave them up there. They don't stack, so.
No. Celine.
Yeah, once again, he's still buggered by this guy in front of him, so he's swinging with that scimitar one more time for an 11.
That is a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Then that's...
They got 12 AC.
Hey, It's not great, but neither is Salim. So there we have it.
Oh, I'm sad.
I think Salim's great, and he's the best person in this group.
He's just a realist.
That's Salim's brand. That wasn't great, but neither am I.
Good.
Next
Not
time.
great.
I did hit you with the hook spear this round. And you are grappled. So it manages, it like knocks you in the, like it dodges, knocks you in the head, and then like hooks around your neck. And yeah, you're grappled with this thing.
Bummer.
Yeah. Number 4 is going to try to dash. So Cardis, make me an opportunity attack if you wish.
Alrighty. That is a 7.
Fail.
Swish.
30 feet. So Ren, you can also make me an opportunity attack. If you wish.
If she can find her weapon, she would.
Your knife?
Yeah, it's not on my sheet.
Oh no. Roll me a d20.
Sorry, guys. Bam.
That's a hit. Because you can add 2 to it. And then it's a 1d4 plus 1, I think.
So 5.
As it's running by you, and you kind of you are hit by that field of silence. You turn around to see what's going on, and you like nick it as it's trying to run past you, and it dies. It takes like a couple more steps and then just like bleeds out.
I feel like she's trying to take her weapon out and it's stuck, and she just pulls it out and kills it as it walks by, and she's just
the chorus is going to try to move away again. So Vestine, you're going to get an opportunity attack.
Dope. Let's see what happens here. But chow.
That's a hit.
Get wrecked. 10 slashing damage.
All right. And it's going to cast a spell at you. So go and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. All right.
As it... Oh, there we go. Well,
2.
you take 1 radiant damage.
Nice.
As the little lantern that it's using glows for a second and shoots a beam at you.
I like it.
But it barely singes you. So, but it is going to move another 15 feet, and it is in the water. Like, it hasn't submerged yet. It's not like on the beach, but at this point, it can move its full speed.
And there's living people attached to it?
You think so?
Okay. Pretty sure. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're moving, but you're pretty sure they're still alive. Snatcher 2 is actually going to run and jump on its back. Like, grab hold of one of the people and just kind of ride out on this thing. Ren.
Ren is going to step over here and try to hit it one last time before she thinks it's gonna be submerged.
It's a miss.
Yikes from me, dog. That's all I got.
All right. Number 3 is still holding a person. Realizes that the bus is leaving without them. Drops their hook spear and makes a mad dash over here. Vestine, you can give me an opportunity attack. That's a hit. And that wouldn't take any damage yet, but it's low. Artis.
This thing's getting away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dang it. Okay. I can get to there. And I'm going to aim for the beast. Now, I'm still far enough away that I'm out of the range, right?
Correct. You can cast spells here.
Okay. So I am going to do... Is it large?
It's huge.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will then instead aim for the silent chorus. With that.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's a thing you definitely can do. I need to make a saving throw of the charisma. And succeed.
Ah! Damn it.
Yeah. So you try to pull it back, but it you can kind of like see the magic trying to take it, and their head kind of turns towards you, and then they like snap out of it.
Okay. Bastian, I will inspire you with my angry growling.
Dope. That works for attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Does that work for spells too? Or just
Spell
physical
attacks,
attacks?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Fantastic. Vestian again begins muttering a prayer to the lady as he charges towards the hulking beast.
Okay.
And this thing's in the water? Like it's submerging?
It's getting ready to like swim out, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna jump on its back.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out there and jump on its back, and as I'm going, you just see his hand aglow with this like brackish color as he just plants a hand on the beast thing and coughs a bunch. And I cast Inflict Wounds.
Cool.
On this
Give me
thing.
an athletics check.
I nat 20 the Inflict Wounds.
I don't think you don't need an athletics check. You're good.
Cool. I think like I go to run and I just grab into the hide of this krill beast.
It's chitin.
Perfect. I just and you see the hand crunch through it by the power of magic.
Roll damage.
Let's go for that. But bam! Does it die?
Oh gosh, that's a lot of damage
That's what happens when you roll a crit.
on inflict wounds. Inflict
on
wounds is
inflict
possibly
wounds.
one of the best spells to crit on.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen those numbers before.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I don't even roll 19s for fucking normal rolls.
So,
Like you-
That's amazing. That's the
I'm
best.
gonna say you are on its back. I'm gonna play it. Oh no, not you to front, you to back.
yeah, so that's like 40 something damage, right?
Yeah,
50 damage.
it's actually closer to 51.
Yeah.
You're on its back, and you do reach your hand into its chest cavity.
I like it.
your magic pushes through it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, it does. And I like
And-
tear shit out too. Like pull it back out. It's like
And it goes limp, and you're splashed with this frigid salt water
yeah.
as that happens. But they all kind of fall off of it.
And as they begin to fall off, he takes the hand with the axe in it, and he swipes in the air, and then you see the scythe just, and the scythe is going to spin at the guy that's right next to it.
Okay,
So yeah, let's see.
roll it.
Ba-bow. Ba-bow? Nope.
It misses. Like you swing, and it does. You were expecting it to stand up, and instead, it just like falls straight back into the water.
Perfect. Yeah, I was trying to like catch it.
Salim, you're currently grappled, but that doesn't do anything. It just means you can't move.
Oh, cool. I won't move. Well, I will move my scimitar into this dude's chest cavity. Go. No, I won't. God, no, I won't at all.
Wow. I feel bad for Salim because you always roll so poorly.
It's all right.
It has nothing to do with the character. It's just bad rolls.
It's bad rolls. It's the dice tell the story, and the story is Salim is a bummer.
For Salim. Well, this guy's gonna try to drag you, which since you're grappled, it can do. It's gonna move you this way. And it's gonna do the other thing it has. The worst thing it can do, which is this.
Break your heart.
So it pulls one of these black sludgy jellyfish out of its pouch. And I think, Salim, you can tell what's about to happen. And you slap it out of his hand.
I have a moment where we exchange a look, and silently, because I can't speak, I just mouth the words, God, we both suck at this dude, because we're both so incompetent.
All right, the silent chorus has fallen into the water, and I think it's actually going to run away without its beast. That leaves Snatcher 2, who I think is going to follow suit. So that leaves us back at the top with Ren.
I feel like Ren's like, where did that little fucking thing go? And she's looking around and she's like, wait a minute. 1, 2, and then turns around to see Salim, and she's like yelling at you, but you can't hear anything. And she's just going to cast. Oh, come on. Anyway, it's my that. Wait.
Oh, breath weapon. Okay. Let's do.
She's at an angle where she thinks she can hit it and not Salim.
Con save. It succeeds. So it takes 4.
Yep.
All right.
That's correct.
All right.
You see just like her yelling and like this mist, this like frost come out of her, come out of her mouth as she exhales, and it just tries to impale this thing.
Snatcher 3 tries to hook spear Vestian, and then it's going to try to run away. Like it's like doing a drive-by. Like it's going to run on top of the krill beast and try to jump out into the water. But you get to make an off. So opportunity attacks.
Oh, okay.
That is not enough.
Nope.
And it slashes into the water.
You know what? I'm gonna fuck it. I have a +2, a +1d6. So.
Oh, you do.
/R1d6. Right? No, you're level 4. Shouldn't it be like a 1d8?
It's still a 6.
Still a 6.
Yep.
13.
That's enough to hit though.
13 hits him. Get wrecked. 11 slashing damage.
And you take him out.
Perfect.
You just got him right as he's trying to jump by you.
Perfect. Sucker.
Cardis.
I don't want this thing to get away with all of the. Well,
the beast is dead. The beast had everything tied to it.
All right, so we're gonna work on getting that, but we've still got one guy left here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just gonna stab.
Cool.
Whoops. Sorry, press the wrong button.
Javelin.
That's not what I meant. That's what I meant to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. For 8.
And while Salim is expertly distracting this guy, you get it right in the back.
Just come up behind.
And right. the hook spear goes limp. And slowly, as this, like the life drains from this thing, you guys can start hearing again.
I feel like Ren is still screaming.
The snow falling. And Ren screaming.
Just over and over again as she's panicking.
And you guys are out of initiative.
All right, I'm gonna run around and grab all of the people.
You start cutting them down.
Yeah, start.
The thing you'll note is that it is a jelly. It's a pure black jellyfish that's been pulled over these people's faces, and all their little lappets are dug into their necks.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch the jellyfish stuff at the moment. Okay. I just want to get all of the people to a safe place, like maybe right at the front of the yard. Yeah. Or we can't fit them all in the house.
You're gonna try because you need to get these people warm because they're wet currently.
Okay, so we'll bring them in the house. I'll start like moving stuff out of the way and making room for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, Vestian's helping. Vestian is like, once we get the people out of the nets, he's grabbing the carcass of the krill and he's dragging it back on shore. Cause
You can't. It's too heavy.
I don't care. I'm still trying.
Okay. Yeah, no, this thing is...
And he's like shouting, I need more hands. This is good meat.
I should reference this thing's the size of an elephant.
That's fine. He's pulling it.
Okay. I think once you start shouting, and since all the weird sound stuff isn't happening anymore, people start like curiously poking their heads out their doors as they bundled up and put on their shoes, and slowly people start coming out and seeing what's happening and do start helping you guys. They're pulling people into their houses, making sure they're next to the fire, getting warm. Both the speakers have been called to help with whatever this jellyfish madness is.
Because I saw that close up and personal, is there any way Salim would have any idea of like how to take these things off? Or
give me a medicine check.
Okay. I would love to try. Let's go, Salim. Yeah, classic Salim.
You know enough to know that you shouldn't do this. Like, you know enough to be like, I don't know about this. I'm going to leave it to an expert.
I'd like to help. And like looking at it for a second. By not touching. Good luck, everyone. And just backing away.
Go team, go.
Like, you know this thing, you do know this thing is dangerous and does secrete some kind of strange poison.
Can Vestian take a look at it?
You sure can.
All right, cool.
What you get?
18.
You think that with you've dealt with mana wars before.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of similar.
Okay.
So you know how to extract the needles and remove the lappets and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so I think he goes over to Asim and the other one, I can't remember her name ever.
Elena.
Yes. And he says, do you know how to extract these? I can be of aid here. And he starts to like pull out tools out of his like healer's kit and begin to like help them, if not show them how to do it.
Yeah, I think between the three of you, you guys are, because there were a good like 10, 15 people on this krill beast.
Yeah.
So you guys managed to like methodically start extracting these things. And I'm gonna montage to the morning if you don't mind.
Yeah, is that good eats? We got a giant krill. We can eat that for days at least.
Oh yeah, no, that's basically a giant shrimp.
Perfect.
It's got
This is my favorite
crustacean.
kind of shrimp.
Oh yeah, I would have
barrels of cocktail sauce.
Yeah, so we're gonna montage into the morning after this has happened. The snow has stopped falling. The sun is trying to poke its way through the clouds. It's still bitter cold out here, and neither Asim or Helena has slept. And you also hear word that some of the village folk who were also helping, like there were other people who noticed this going on, and they managed to catch one of these krill beasts alive and currently have it tethered down. But
Wait, they caught another one?
They caught a second one.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the fishmen that they were fighting had escaped, but they managed to capture the actual krill beast. And you probably would have noticed this a little bit as well, Vestian. When you were removing the jellyfish, there was also something that was inside of their mouth. And Asim and Helena are kind of like taking these things apart, and they've realized that it's actually providing air.
Oh. Okay.
Are we all here for this?
You can be, yeah.
I think they're keeping them alive underwater.
To what end? For what purpose?
I don't know. I've never been attacked by fish people before.
Yeah, this is kind of strange. This is a scene. Like, yeah, they're trying to bring people back down, capturing them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how they reproduce. Maybe they like turn into fish people once they get down there. They have all the legs and the.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I didn't like how many legs it had.
I've never seen these fish people before. They're so strange.
Maybe they came with the curse.
Oh, yeah, the curse. Oh, maybe they're responsible for the curse.
That could be also.
But maybe we will. But they are not, the people now are not under the water. Maybe we should not have the thing on the face.
No, we took that off.
Yeah, you've already taken that off. You've extracted those. Yeah.
Oh, all of them. Okay.
Yeah, we just saw that in doing so that it provides air. While it's on the
okay.
face.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Oh, and the poison makes people just very, very, very relaxed. It doesn't actually destroy tissue.
Okay. I actually will hand those over to healers and tell them maybe there might be a way they could use that. You know, if somebody had to you had to have an arm amputated or something, you might want a little bit of the chill out juice.
Something else I noticed, because I was talking to the Krill Beast, because Asim's a druid. It's one of his abilities. I noticed that the Krill Beast just wants to go home.
Okay.
So, can we, just follow him home?
I had a better plan. As he kind of looks at the jellyfish.
Oh, you want us to put the jellyfish on our face?
Well, we can cut off the lappets.
So
Right.
severed jellyfish on our face.
Freeze down there.
Kind of looks to Helena. I think we can figure something out for that too. How do you guys feel about finding what they were doing out? I honestly don't trust anyone else serving you guys with this.
Nah, I'm good. That's the end of the show.
Oh yeah, Ren's like, do you remember the last time we were on or in water? No.
But if these guys are the cause of it, and you guys fried the Krill Beast to the cause.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Save Hostad a fifth time. I suppose we could fit that in our schedules.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't saved Hostad once. We saved Norsate, the whole island, which is way bigger of a deal. Just, as a bard, you gotta make it bigger. Right? There was the whole Hoxyord thing, and then the Wyvern thing, and then the Dromont thing, and then there was that bear situation. We saved the whole island. We're pretty much the greatest heroes that
I keep
Norsate
forgetting you were there for the bear. Keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
That's fine.
Physically, not mentally.
I was mentally there also. I was there the whole time. Regardless, we saved the whole island multiple times because we're probably the greatest heroes that the island has ever seen. The whole island.
And I think at that point, you feel some slime on the top of your head as Helena's trying to fit one of these jellyfish over your face.
I'm not into that, sorry. And she just takes a sidestep.
Look,
I'll allow it.
it's a breathing apparatus. You can breathe from it. It might taste weird. I didn't test it. So Asim did. Asim said it was very salty.
But they always say, fine, and she just is not happy about it.
This one tastes like pineapple.
The thing that you'll notice about the flavor of the air that it's providing is it's very like, have you ever had like oxygen? like straight oxygen.
I've never had straight oxygen.
Yes.
No, it doesn't taste good.
It's bad.
It tastes very manufactured.
Yes.
It's very cold and there's like a slight like manufactured kind of taste to it. And that's kind of what you're getting is basically just pure oxygen into your system.
I hate this a lot and want it done as quickly as possible. So please, let's get on our way as soon as we can.
I think we're going to cut
It's
to...
like metal in my throat.
It's hard to talk with this thing in your mouth.
Ren's just sobbing.
Like, I can imagine trying to talk through a snorkel that is also pumping air into you. And we're gonna montage to you guys grabbing hold of like the krill beast has like this harness on it that you guys can grab onto and kind of like leash yourself into, and they unbind it, and it kind of like gets up like a horse would and gallops into the water. You guys have all been given like these small stones that you're currently wearing around your neck to keep you guys warm.
Nice.
And you're gonna splash through the waters. Holding tightly onto the krill beast as it rushed its way home, the sights and sounds of the party encounter are numerous. Fish of many different colors, strange rock formations unlike any you've ever seen or had words for. In the distance, you can see what can only be described as a palace built from the rock and strange corals that somehow exist and glow in this dark place. And you guys kind of like, the krill beast kind of takes you into one of these coral, and you guys come out like into one of these rocks, and you guys can feel that water is no longer surrounding you. There's air in this place. And I'm going to move maps. And I mentioned, because this is the finale, we're going to move a little quicker. This next part's going to be more like a skill montage. Because otherwise it's like a big old battle gauntlet. And
we know how good we are at battles.
Great.
Except
Vestian.
And at skill checks.
Yeah. So you guys, I'm just gonna kind of grab you all and put you in a montage square. Oh, you guys would have gotten a long rest.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, because this would have been the next day.
Dope.
Wrong map. Wrong map. Okay. So you guys, I forget how... Ooh, you guys are way too big. It should be on the bottom right. I know there's a way to like make you guys look at the position.
Shift click.
Shift click. There we go.
Dope.
So you're in this room. You can see, like, as soon as you guys get up here, and if you guys let go of the harness, the krill beast will head north. However, in this room, you do see more of the dupa, the fish people. And there are some that are like the ones you saw before with the little fish hooks, and there are others who are much bigger and carrying these big old hammers, who look more like guards than hunters. And we are going to skill challenge through this. So basically every room, I think, is going to be a round.
Okay.
So we're going to roll for initiative real quick. And each room has kind of its own skills that might apply.
Okay, dope. 14. Wow.
Wow.
Don't fuck it up, Ginge. Well, all right. That was better. Not quite the number we were looking for. We're looking for 17 or 13, but, you know, you're close.
Can you do anything right? Like, I mean, I'm not saying it like Can you do anything?
No.
For people?
Have you met Salim and I?
That's true. I just meant like, is Mike ever happy? Was my real question.
Also, no.
Probably not.
Have you met me?
That's true. I forgot these guys are currently not on the right overlay. So there's dudes. There's fish peoples.
Nice.
There's rooms. There's bags of fish meat. There's little bits of coral in here. You guys are actually inside coral currently.
Oh, like we're in a giant coral?
Yes.
A coral corral, if you will?
No.
Okay.
Totally correct. Sorry, I thought I was muted.
Yeah. Breaching from the freezing ocean water, you feel warm air, bright lights, blah, blah, blah. You see someone shepherding the krill beast into the north. The air does have kind of a weird saltiness to it. Because you're under the water. That's the sea.
Yep.
But begin skill challenge.
What are we doing? What's the goal of the skill challenge?
The goals of this skill challenge are like fight your way through, make ground, be quiet. Like stealth mission might be appropriate later. Because you're a sorcerer, Ren, you could like use Arcana to be like I cast cool spells and blast things and.
Pew.
Okay,
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get out of here, right?
Through it, you're trying to find where, because this might have not been the first night that people were stolen.
Sure, it's just the first night we caught them.
Yeah, so you're looking for villagers. You're looking for a reason why they might have done the thing. You know, why are they stealing people? All that sort of good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, Ren, you're first.
Shit. These things see us, correct?
Oh yeah.
We're making eye contact right now.
They're kind of like really confused currently.
She is going to use intimidation and try to make herself look big and try to get them to scram.
Okay.
Other two thin stick-like pieces of coral Ren could pick up.
Yeah, can I?
Are you wearing gloves? Because
Yeah, she's wearing her poison gloves.
okay. Because coral's sharp.
Yeah, could she be wearing the poison things?
I have a question for you, because you're trying to scare these people.
Mm-hmm.
Which direction are you trying to scare? Like, are you going to scare them this way, or are you going to scare them that way?
Which way did we come in? From
This way.
Sorry, I can't.
Through the water.
Through the water.
Yeah.
So she's trying to scare them out of the water so that they can go the other way and continue in.
Well, there's like three ways, because there's back into the
She's
water.
trying to scare them to here.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So the
So where the krill
krill
beast
beast went over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a success, and they start moving that way. Like you've intimidated them. They kind of run around you. The breakers kind of get more interested.
You want some?
Curtis.
Wait, isn't that direction the way we're supposed to be going?
We have no idea which way we're supposed to be going.
We have no idea.
No.
Yeah.
So,
the only information you know is the krill beast went north.
Yeah, the krill beast
You
went
guys
that way,
came-
and we know that the krill beast wanted to go home. So it stands to reason that could be like the cages or the pens where it lives.
Right. Okay. So I'll start making my way. I guess if they're running away.
Mm-hmm. They're not like running away, but they're like getting information, kind of like, oh, you better stay back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were scared.
I would like to do. I think I will use performance, and so between, some sort of threatening and some very dexterous use of her rapier, sort of be proving to them that they should know, no, they should not be fucking with us, and perhaps they should be going on away.
Okay.
15?
That is also a success.
Awesome.
So you can, I'm going to say that's enough. If you guys want to, you can run through this door if you wish.
Yeah.
Sure. And this is a little weird. It's very conceptual at the moment. It looks sort of like a chute. Like, this is just to get from one coral to another, probably. Made from they made this passage. You guys are gonna make it to the next room, which is full of dead fish.
Great.
In this room, there are also dudes working on cleaning and gutting and making food out of dead fish. So the way you guys sort of ran, you guys kind of open this door and you fall into the water. So just because you're running, right? Everyone's running.
Sure.
And you guys kind of like, I guess the last two people might not. I'm gonna say this is what happens: as you guys are running, someone opens the door, they stop. The second person bumps into them. You both fall into the water.
So the dance crew,
Yeah.
2 live crew, dancing it off.
So you guys are currently in the water on the lower deck. Curtis and Brand, you'd actually have to like climb a wall to get up to the stairs to the top part, or you can just jump in the water after them. But Salim, give me an action if you.
Yeah. So this water that we're in right now is full of dead fish and like chum and that kind of stuff. I mean, this sucks. But like, if there's this layer of like dead fish kind of just floating on the surface, I mean, Salim is gonna like pop out with a dead squid tentacle on his head and just be like, and try to stealthily swim underneath all of these creatures to get to the other side of the room.
Okay.
And hopefully like closer to the other door. These are just cooks. He doesn't want to kill these guys.
Okay.
So let's see how bad he messes this up.
I'm going to give that to you because you had a really good idea. So you kind of swim, and Vestine, you catch on and do the same.
Yeah. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Did you want to do something else when you pop up?
Yeah. So I'll do that.
There's
a
ladder here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna climb the ladder. And I'm going to climb the ladder as quietly as possible, but then I'm going to charge towards the breaker and push him in the water.
Cool. All right.
That's my goal.
Athletics.
Got it. Let's see how bad this goes. 18.
I'm gonna say you do exactly that, and you actually push him right into this crane thing.
Perfect.
And his lip gets caught in the hook of it.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, and so he's just kind of like sitting there trying to like get
as it's like spraying out over the thing.
Salim doesn't like say anything, but he just like points at that fish person and then at the door that they are right next to. Like,
yeah.
Here.
I'm gonna say that's enough to keep going. So Cardis and Ren, since there's no opposition up top,
you guys run through to see it.
It's not spraying out because fish don't. If their lips
that's
get
true.
out,
That's true.
They don't really spray, so it's just kind of like silently, by the way, because they can't make noise.
Yeah.
And the other two are trying to help him down, but you guys are all able to sneak into the next room. Which you guys are gonna like even less.
You guys see that? I shoved that guy and he fell in the hook.
He was a chef, you fuck!
No, the other two were chefs.
Well, now I guess they could serve fish back on the menu.
Yeah, maybe worth it for that joke, but still.
Sorry.
As you guys kind of run into the next room,
You gotta watch out for the hooks.
you'll notice it's actually probably a living quarters. You got more of these guys just hanging out. This dude's here with his kids.
Well, now you know it's sad.
Kipper Pod, kill them all. Ren is going to try to persuade. I see you have kids. You should leave before they die.
Roll it.
And she moves. She gestures in for people to move so they can leave.
Yeah.
In
Roll
case
it.
they don't understand.
They think you're actually saying we're going to kill your kids.
Half of that's true.
And that is your first failure. I'm gonna mark a big old green line.
I thought it was a good idea.
I mean, it was a good idea, but you didn't. It just didn't work out. They weren't in the right disposition for it. And you see them sort of like clambering for arms and armor and that sort of stuff. And the one next to the pot seems to be struggling. Looks like they're almost trying to push it over at you. Artis.
I am gonna try. What's this sort of over in this corner over here?
Like a pool.
Okay, and then this here is like a door to the next room.
There's a double door there.
Okay. I would like to intimidate and try to get everybody to go like sort of toward the pool so that we can keep going into the other room.
Okay. You're trying to scare them out now.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be very hard for me to look terrifying.
That's true.
But apparently it is, because I am just trying to look scary, but I feel so bad for these poor like baby fish people.
I think what actually happens is you like step up to be intimidating. That's just when this guy tips over his big old cauldron of liquid and it goes pouring down at you guys, and you're all going to get burns around your like ankles and legs and that sort of thing. It's hot and it's sticky and it's gross.
Oh, this is going to take forever to get out of my boots.
It's like melted jello.
Gross. Why?
Salim. What do you got, Salim?
Okay, so this hot stickiness covers the party.
It's gross.
And Salim looks very frustrated by this. So he shakes it off as much as he can and then looks up at the guy who just pushed it with this like look of rage in his eyes. And he holds up a hand and then he crushes into a fist. And suddenly Salim is covered with this glowing light as he casts the cantrip Blade Ward that just allows him to... Technically, it's like he has resistance to a bunch of damage types, but hopefully it's this like thing that makes him like glow and look stronger. Okay. And just says like, the time for playing is over now. We will kill all of you in an instant if you don't leave immediately. Which I would like to be a deception check because he's very afraid and like he hurts very badly.
Yeah. Roll it.
Shit!
You guys have to do some action here because it's not working out for you.
Yeah, I just didn't want to kill kids, but you know what? Fuck me.
You don't have to kill kids. Run right through.
You've killed children before. Remember the little hook guys?
I don't want to talk about them.
We miss you, Dad.
Vestian, you guys are out of charisma checks. There are no charisma skills left.
Cool.
We need actions.
Yeah, I'm just gonna burn a spell. That's what I'm gonna do.
That will give you advantage.
Cool. Let me.
Unless you just want to kill somebody, we'll find out.
What's this dome made out of?
Coral.
Okay.
You do, however, also see like in the pool area that is glass.
Like out there to out there.
To here, and it looks like the ocean's right after it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Vestian's like, this is so dumb. And he storms past the children. and into the glass thing. And as he's going, he flips his eye patch up, and you just see it like burn like brighter. And he just takes his hands. That now I'm casting burning hands on it, and I'm beginning to melt the glass.
Roll me an Arcana.
Sure.
Or religion.
They're both bad.
You have advantage.
With advantage, let's go with religion, right? That's in character. Ka-chow! 15.
You succeed!
He puts his two hands against the glass and begins to like make it like warble, and then probably like the size of like, a $50, just, and it begins to just siphon water in, and he's like, "Get out!"
You see all the Dwupa like panic, and actually they don't run away; they run over to where you're at and start like trying to plug it up.
Perfect. He just walks out. He's like, "All right, let's go."
Yeah. And you guys can proceed to the next bit, which there's seems to be their sort of like weapons room. Nothing important there, but if you guys open the next set of doors, that's the wrong thing. You see some folks. What you would guess to be like attending some sort of religious ceremony or like a sermon. Except the two people at the top cannot speak and are acting it out.
Oh.
So it's like a play, I guess.
Can I decipher what they're acting out?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me...
Since I'm a priest.
Give me a history check.
Okay. Nope.
You don't know, but it looks bad. Like whatever they're talking about, like looks like some like crushing, like world crushing stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just looks over and says, "That's a cult."
It's a cult. You guys could take.
It's fine. If it makes them happy.
Seems fishy to me.
You see what you're doing.
But the way out of this room would be through them. Ren.
So they haven't seen us just yet.
If not quite, no.
Okay. She's going to move up here.
Through the pools?
Oh boy.
It's wet.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see the characters were over the things. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's going to try to get just in between here so she can see around Bestian. And I can still cast, you said, right?
Yeah.
She's going to catch Witch Bolt at the Kipper pod.
What skill are you?
Arcana? Sorry. I didn't mean to click that. Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana. And you'll have advantage.
You just straight up electrocute the children.
So are you trying to kill them or are you trying to, like, make them do something?
So before you guys judge me, hear me out.
What do you mean before?
While you're judging me, hear me out.
Okay.
She's trying to make a spectacle. She's like,
kids.
this is the first of many if you don't leave. And she's going to use her Witch Bolt to electrocute and try to pop these
I'm going to say with the 21, it actually zaps like a bigger, like it chains between all of them, and they kind of like start screaming and grabbing the breakers, who also start getting electrocuted. So
okay.
they're out of the question currently. They're like stunned, and some of them splash into the water, and that makes even more electricity, and there's a whole like spiral of bad stuff going on. That leaves the chorus members. Cardis.
Salim, I want you to remember that for the record. It was your witch that electrocuted kids.
You killed hook horror babies. I don't want to hear it.
So these were these harmed?
Salim did kill hook horror babies.
They're harmed. They're not dead, but they're like in such a state of panic that they don't need to be worried about.
We don't need to worry about them. Okay.
But you need to worry about these two.
Okay. I would like to acrobatics my way just right around them.
Okay.
Just
Roll it.
17.
I'm going to say that you do manage to get behind them and you like kick one down the stairs, kind of creating an opening for everyone else to rush through while the other chorus member rushes to help them.
Vault over them and then...
Yeah.
Your cult's dumb. Just kicks one.
And yeah, you guys can carry on into the next room. Oop, that didn't do what I wanted. Reveal areas. Boop. In this room is a large, deep pool of water, a very narrow path, a statue, which looks kind of strange, and a single Dupa with a key trying to unlock the door. Trying, not doing a very good job. He's Slim.
Can I do either like a perception or an insight on the statue? You said it's just a strange looking statue, and I'm guessing it's here for a reason.
It does look very strange. I'm not going to make you make a check on that. Actually, no, give me a religion check real quick.
Oh. Good.
Oh, good, that.
All you can make out is that this is probably a statue of the lady that has been taken apart and reassembled to make it so that her lower half is a fish.
Aha. Weird.
Yeah.
So DeviantArt. Got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can I go do like an athletics or strength check on this Stupa over here and try to like wrangle the key from his hands?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do, how about an athletics? 20.
So you like wrestle the key from him and shove him into the water, and he just
Get out of here, nerd. Yes. Let me show you how to open a door.
Get out of here, nerd.
And when you look at the door, you'll notice that it requires a second key.
Hey, nerd, get back here.
A second.
But you have one of them.
Well, he puts the one in, but then he just points out to the rest of the group that we're still missing one. From this door, at least.
Hey, Vestin, as your attention's directed towards the door,
Sure.
since you would know best, roll me a... Actually, I'm just going to tell you, these doors are from the Temple of the Waves that once fell into the sea.
Okay. Do I know where the other key would be?
No, the keys seem to be a new thing. You can kind of see them like growing in coral and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is this statue just weird? Because it's like a discombobbled mess?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
The other, you would note that this is the exact one from the Temple of the Waves.
Yeah, just
that
like
has been
smashed
broken
and
apart.
glued back together, right? Like a
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Vestian kind of looks around and says, "The other key's not going to be here. It's probably somewhere else." And he points to the other door. And he's going to open the door.
Cool. You guys ready for some spooks?
Oh, yeah.
No.
As you breach this room, you'll notice a couple chorus members currently working on vivisecting a body, a Norman body, you think, but you can't tell because it's got one of those jellyfish over its face. They have a series of tools over here. Up here are what look to be like beds, and you can kind of see over here a bunch of unconscious Normans and rat folk and other people who were in town. Over here.
I think you're on the... Oh, there we go. Okay, cool.
Yeah. These things are big old glass jars full of those weird black jellyfish, and they have these bright white glowing eyes.
Dope. Okay. And they're made out of glass?
Yeah. Looks like one of them's broken, and there's actually a dude trying to clean it up.
Okay. Well, shit. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think so. Vestian steps up into the room, assesses the situation real quick, and I'm basically going to cast my spiritual weapon to swipe the glass jars holding all these jellyfish in them to break them.
Okay, that's a thing you can do. I think they realize what you're doing, and you notice that they all stare at the spiritual weapon, all the things in the jars. Mm-hmm. And as it breaks, they start oozing out. I didn't want to have to do this to you guys, but you did the thing.
All right.
You did the
thing.
Not
all of us did. We're just in the hall.
There's kids in the hall.
We don't know him.
We close the door when Vestian goes in.
This thing pops out.
Oh, good.
It's out of the biggest one, and then little ones kind of float in after it. You'll note that these jellyfish are the same things that you guys saw underground in the Dromont tunnels for lingering around too long. You saw them briefly, and then you booked it out.
I feel like I blacked out. How about that?
Oh, well, at the very end of the session, it is very brief.
All right, that makes sense.
And it starts attacking the Snatcher. It like grabs it and then like eats him and then spits him out, and it's just kind of like unconscious.
Great, time to go. And he starts to move towards the other door.
Okay. Oh, you didn't actually do a check of any sort.
No, I just broke the thing with my spell.
Do you want to do any sort of check?
Yeah, you know what? He will. So when he says, all right, time to go, he's going to stop here and shove that dude towards the jellyfish.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Sure. Perception, 13.
You shove him into it, and just as he's getting grabbed by this thing, you can see the key around his belt.
I found the key.
So he's currently being attacked by this thing. Ren, you can also now see the key.
Use your wizard hands.
Ren's gonna use Arcana to use Mage Hand to take the key back.
Cool.
She goes, icky, icky, icky.
You can't seem to get a lock on it. He's moving around too much, and then he gets kind of enveloped in this thing.
She's got her tongue sticking out. She's like, She's like trying to control the hand, but she hasn't done it in a while.
Cardis?
So there's still a lot of... So are they all smashed, or did only a few of them get smashed?
Only a couple of them are.
Okay. I will move into the room out of the range of my companions. And I would like to cast Thunder Wave.
Hitting everything?
And just smash everything.
Cool. Roll me an Arcana.
Okay. 19!
You, in fact, smash everything in this room. And it actually starts to collapse a little bit. Like the room's breaking apart. But in the chaos, give me a dexterity saving throw.
All right. 24.
The key that was around this thing's belt started bouncing around the room and sort of the shockwave and everything, and it comes flying straight at your forehead, and you grab it out of the air.
Yes.
This room is coming apart.
Next
I
room.
suggest you leave.
Yeah, I want to go into the next room where the people are.
Okay.
It's only Thunderwave is 15 feet. So,
Yeah, and you poked a hole inside of this thing.
Yeah.
I should mention there's no door here. If water's coming in through here, it's coming in through here as well.
Okay. Well, I was trying to aim it. Like I was trying to, like I was sort of aiming it like. So
you hit the floor though.
Yeah, it's fine.
The floor kind of is not actually as thick as you thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad news.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go that way?
Yeah, and then maybe try and start getting the people up.
They're currently unconscious and they have those jellyfish on them.
Yep.
Which is a whole process.
Yep. But I did my thing already, so.
Yep. Salim?
Cardis, we need that key. We gotta go the other way, and there's a lot of water coming. We need to solve this. I don't know.
These people.
We can only help these people if we figure out what's going on here, and we only have a certain amount of time. I don't know. Can we roll a persuasion check?
I was gonna say, Cardis, do you consent to a persuasion check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I will be persuaded.
No, you won't.
No, I was gonna say, I think there is advantage in this situation, simply because you are about to be crushed by the ocean.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm easily convinced in this situation. I didn't realize it was that bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's getting bad. And as you guys start like running into this room, like into the hallway, it really starts breaking apart and water's starting to rush in. And Salim, just as you guys kind of get out, you close the door behind you and you realize that it is kind of like an airlock system. And it kind of detected the breach and you can see coral starting to crust over it.
Perfect.
So we're not going back that way. So
This room is full of water. Bloop.
to be fair, they have the jellyfish, they can breathe, and they're very, very relaxed.
That's true.
He says with like tears in his eyes.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize.
That's okay. We assumed they were dead anyway.
No, we didn't. Okay, yes, sure.
No,
Well, they are now.
When they got snatched, the village assumed they were dead anyway.
Right, whatever we have to tell ourselves. Onwards.
Yeah,
His voice
We
breaking.
don't have enough for them to get back anyway.
right. There's only one shrimpede.
And you guys have both keys. And we will be moving maps. Everyone okay?
I'm just gonna
No.
bring. I said shrimpede. I'm gonna bring shrimp
stop
with
saying it.
with the legs on to every party from now on.
I'm gonna move maps.
All right.
And I'm going to read the description. As the corridors shift open and you feel as if you're going insane. Once again, you feel the cold dampness from beneath Yosef's house as a pit opens up in front of you. Hovering above it is a disheveled Temple of the Waves, the one that Hostad lost. From inside, you can hear the singing of a chorus. It is familiar and welcoming.
I know this place.
How can you know this place? We're under
It's the
water.
temple. Remember I told you that the temple fell into the ocean?
Whoa. They've stolen it.
Well, I mean, it fell. I guess. I don't know about stealing, but
Well, if they made it fall, yes.
that's true if they made it fall. Although, I don't think they did. I have a feeling. You guys hear that noise?
Yes, what is that? It sounds kind of nice.
Pleasant.
Proceed with caution.
What if we do a dance number?
Maybe after we win.
Okay.
Yes, Vestian. Yes.
Why not both?
You'll notice that the water beneath you is very similar to when you were in sort of Salim. You wouldn't have known this, but the water coming back is coming up from the pit, not down into it. There's sort of like a reverse waterfall effect. But yeah, you can see this temple in front of you. There's some walls. If you get a little closer, you might be able to peek through some of it. But how do you guys proceed?
I say, since they're singing and just hanging out and they don't know we're coming, why was that one guy trying to unlock the door with one lock? Regardless, they know they had 2 keys. Anyway, if they don't know we're coming, because clearly the door was locked and they're not expecting anyone, what if we just bash in and surprise everyone with lightning hands and swords?
Oh, I'm lightning hand, or is
That's you.
That's
Yes.
we could have 4. We could have 4 lightning hands. I did the math.
All right, what if everyone who has lightning hands has lightning hands, and everyone who doesn't hits them with something else?
Okay, either way, everyone look cool, strike a pose,
Right.
look intimidating, look tough, look like we know what we're doing.
Yeah. For aesthetics, Cardis, you're in the middle. You're the biggest focal
Of
point.
course. Of course.
Of course.
So how I'm guessing you guys want to do this, you want to run in, get a surprise action.
Yeah, we're basically bashing the door in.
Do you want to go through the door, or do you want to jump through one of the walls? Because you can actually jump through...
Can we Kool-Aid Man into this room right now?
Can we just Kool-Aid right through here?
Well, this is actually like a hole in the wall. There's already holes in the wall.
Then, yeah, we're just smashing through. They don't know we're coming.
Okay.
She yells, "Oh yeah," while jumping through.
Cool. I'm going to put you guys... Cardis was in the middle. I'm going to say... Is this a good formation for you guys?
Yeah, Ren is
I feel
next to
like-
Salim.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to read another description. Standing in a shallow pool ringed in moonstones and praying Yupa is a Norman woman, though easily mistaken otherwise. Icy crystals have begun to take over her form, giving her a fish-like appearance. But despite all that, despite the nagging doubts, you know this. This is Aza, the speaker of waves. As she notices you, a smile slips across her face and she stops singing. So do the dupa around her. Bring in this, but you guys have a surprise round if you so wish to take it.
Yeah, I think once we bash in here, I think the first thing Vestian says upon seeing Asa, because he knows who she is, is, he's gone the way of Yosef. And he, like, draws out his axe. To anyone who knows what that means, which I think is just Madfish. or just Cardis.
I mean, you guys have all told the story.
Yeah, that's true. We have told the story.
Yeah. But no, I'm absolutely gonna pull out my my rapier and I have a ray of frost. I can shoot that at.
Okay. You guys can still you get a full surprise round. So if you want to move, you can move.
All right.
I think
stuff.
Ginger's first though. She rolled a nat 20, right, on her initiative.
Or are we doing a new initiative?
Yeah, you should probably roll initiative. This is a good time for initiative.
You know.
Be better. Cool. So he says, she's gone the way of Yosef. And he's going to jump in here. And he is going to summon his celestial scythe as he charges in and smashes this silent chorus guy in the face. He summons the Celestial Scythe behind Asa. And Battle Axe to this guy with an 11. And Spiritual Weapon to Asa with a 15.
I believe the 11 misses, but I believe the 15 hits. Let me double check. Too busy narrating, forgot to pull up the stats.
Happens.
That is a hit.
Cool. 12 damage.
12 good damage. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you take a chunk out of her.
Perfect.
And yeah.
That's it for Vestian.
All
Okay.
right.
Ren jumps out, yelling, "Oh yeah," because she doesn't remember who this lady is and she doesn't listen to Vestian.
Mhm.
So she just jumps out and just starts throwing hands.
All right. That's a. Who are you hitting?
Throws a hand.
The lady.
Okay, that's a hit.
Pew.
All right. Cardis?
Okay. I am going to step right here. I am going to attack the Asa with my Ray of Frost for 18.
That is a hit.
For 5.
All right, because we're whittling her down.
And and then speed reduced, of course. And if this will load, it will not load. I will give an inspiration to Vestian. And I will point at him and say, "The universe is hostile, so impersonal. We must devour to survive." This is your inspiration.
And Salim.
Okay, real quick, I know this seems really minor, but it actually changes things. Can you tell me what the lighting is like in here? Is it fairly bright? Is it dim? Is it shadowy?
The moonstone makes it quite bright in here.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that does change things. So he is just going to take a step forward, kind of next to Cardis, but raise up a hand and fire an Eldritch Blast at Asa. As soon as I get my character sheet, there it is. Poof. Hey, the one thing he can do.
That's a hit.
For 8 points of damage.
All right. So you guys have been pelting Asa, and bits of this ice kind of flings off of her, and the chorus around her starts chanting again, and you can see that this power, I'm gonna say just sparkles, right, are kind of form out of them and wrap around her, and she's gonna cast a big spell.
Isn't it our turn again?
No, she rolled a 20.
And she's got a 20.
Surprise round, though. So we get a full action, and then we get a full round again.
No.
Yeah, she's at the top of the round, so we're starting the first.
Right.
Yeah, this is round 1. You guys all got to act.
Yep.
Got you, buddy. I knew what you were trying to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. And I believe I need. Okay, I can't cast my biggest spell. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a 4th level spell. So it's going to come straight down on you, Vestian. It kind of comes out of the water next to you, and kind of snakes up, and it's this giant, sapphire snake. And it comes and bites you.
Nice.
But misses. It's a little too theatric.
Yeah.
And you're able to dodge
He
it.
just puts the wyvern shield up, and it.
That was her bonus action, and then she's going to Sacred Flame Salim. So go and give me a deck save. Is that really all she's got?
He saved.
The 3 damage.
So you take no damage.
No, it's a save or suck.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's a cantrip.
Suck. I know about that.
All right.
Because I'm bad at rolling.
Yeah, no, I was there. I was there with you.
Somebody
All right,
clip that, please.
I got
Send
that.
it to me.
I got that one. Cool. Who's next? Me?
Yep.
Dope. Yeah, I think you get an attack of opportunity. No, you don't. Cool. Because I don't leave the threatened square. Oh yes, I do. I leave. This silent chorus guy on the left is going to get an attack of opportunity on me.
He cannot. He is currently engaged in singing.
Oh, perfect. He wouldn't anyway. I didn't leave his threatened square. So yeah, I move past. I juke these guys, and I jump in the pool. And I reach out towards Asa with my free hand, and I inflict wounds.
Okay. Roll it.
So inflict wounds to start. 16.
That's a hit.
She's gonna take 27 damage.
Oh, you rolled real good on that.
Yeah.
Add that onto my 2, and that's a pretty good number.
It's a pretty good number, yeah. And then the spiritual weapon is also gonna hit her. With a 12.
That does not hit.
Cool. I'm gonna use Cardis's bardic inspiration. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Get wrecked. 8 more damage.
All right.
So
Well,
that's a total of 35 damage.
Yeah, some good hits. Course 1 does get a turn because he was not participating in the singing. So he is going to try to cast a spell on you. He's going to do the inflict wounds. 18 hit.
On me? Yes. Wait, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah, you got that.
I have a 19.
So yeah, it goes out to reach, and I think you just like backhand it with your shield.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
The spell drops, and
Actually, like he's doing inflict wounds, and it's like the lady's colors, and the fish person looks over, and he just looks at him. He's like, nah. He fucking zaps her.
the lady's colors for your interest is blue and black.
Yep.
Ren.
Sorry, I was posting that clip in my Discord. I was trying to see what I cast last time. I thought it was... Never mind.
Don't worry, I'll do everything.
She's going to cast her last Witch Bolt
Okay,
at the lady again.
that's a hit. That's so sad. But it hit.
I'll be here all week.
On the bright side, you don't have to...
Bolt. Yeah.
You don't have to roll
No,
anymore.
I'm aware, but it still did 1.
Did you want
And
to
I
twin
helped.
it? Did you want to twin the witch bolt and make 2 witch bolts?
Yes.
Okay, so throw me another one.
I forgot that was a thing.
What else would you like to hit?
Probably this guy right in between here,
Okay.
just because she's having a hard time seeing Vestian. Nope.
That is a miss. All right, Cardis, you're up.
Is Asa wearing anything metal?
She is not.
Okay. I don't have anything super damaging spell-wise. That's the problem.
That's not the bard's forte.
Yeah, that isn't Thunder Wave. That will just destroy everything.
Level 2 Thunder Wave!
You know what? She's just gonna run right in there and make with stabbing.
All right.
Because that's the best I can do at this point. Nope.
You miss. So you run in, and I think the chorus member, the number 1, probably like kind of like deflects the blow, like it's protecting. Because Asa doesn't seem to be moving much. course member 2 is busy. Salim.
Some words that Vestian said earlier. It's like Yosef. Salim doesn't fully understand what that means, but something still triggered in his brain. This weird idea or sensation. And so kind of just like unknowingly raises his hand up and backs it with his other. And as he did in the dream, he will cast Guiding Bolt at level 2 on Asa and hopefully do something with it. Guiding Bolt. 15?
That's a hit?
So it's this plus one more d6. Oh, no, here it is. It actually part of this.
It asks you in the dialogue, which is nice.
Look at that. So 18 damage.
Your bolt pierces into her. Is it a blast or is it like a laser?
It's more like this like bright blast because it's like celestial energy. So it's just like, straight up this Kamehameha going forward.
Yeah. It hits her and she kind of like falls back and like slides to a knee. And she kind of looks at you with her wet hair kind of like her eyes kind of parroting through. And she's like, I was to be a god. And at that very moment, something starts coming out of the pit below you. Hey everybody, let's show some spoilers off for book 3. Everyone, you can use your level 5 character sheets now.
Yay!
Not a great sign.
Is it because we're going to need them?
Oh, yeah. And I need to pull. Let's see. Where's my assets? Where are my assets at? They're my library. That's what I want. This giant arm of a jellyfish starts creeping up through the crack over here and kind of like latches itself into the side of this thing. All these little lappets starting to like wiggle out. All those little points of light are looking at you. They move with you, looking at you. And it's going to enter initiative. I'm going to add a turn to it. And it's going to go... I'm going to give you guys a whole round to deal with it. Vestian. There are still chorus members here. Asa she's passed out in the water now. And the silent chorus appear to be afraid.
Cool. Are they a threat? Or
You're not
cowering
sure.
in fear?
They seem to be cowering in fear and kind of looking to you guys.
Cool. I am going to charge towards this giant tentacle, and my scythe is going to go with me right over here.
Yeah. Not a tentacle, a lappet.
Sure. The tiny tentacle. And he is going to... I'm going to use my Al crit, which means I roll a d2, and if it's a 1, it's a 1. If it's a 2, it's a 20. To do inflict wounds.
All right.
Oh, wait, I rolled the wrong command. Hold on. /R 1d2.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Get wrecked.
You got your crit?
Bullshit.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
So inflict wounds is going to do level 2 spell. 44 plus a whole bunch. 44 fucking 55. Yeah. So 55 damage with that, and then the spiritual weapon also comes in. It's a 15 hit.
The 15 does hit.
Great. 8 force damage. So
cool.
63 total damage. As he runs in and just like he plants a hand in it and he's throwing his axe up as you see the scythe just sort of and like slice a chunk of it off. And he says, "We have bigger problems."
Much bigger.
Yep.
Chorus. They seem to be. They look like they would be screaming, but their mouths are sewn shut. And they're gonna run away. All of them. They're gonna run as fast as they can and leave the map. Or try to. I'm gonna say they get about here to the bridge. All right, Ren. You got level 3 spells now.
Brent had to do like a lot of the work. So shit.
The best part is I think you did 3 damage.
Yeah, but I scared a bunch of guys away before.
That's true. No, you dominated the skill check. But as soon as we got to comment, you're like, beep, beep.
Yeah, she's gonna run at this thing, which is very unlike her. And if she had a weapon, she would swipe with it.
You're just gonna try to stab it? You're muted.
Yeah, she's gonna try to stab it.
Okay, I have no idea what your plan is here. Go for it. I think, because what's your strength at? Is it 10? 10.
Or dex.
You missed.
What's your dex at? It's a dagger.
It's
-1.
Negative, it's -1. She's going with strength. That's a miss. Wait, no. Yes. Miss. No, it isn't, because you guys are level 5, so your proficiency bonus goes up by 1. So you hit.
Yay.
It's a 14 to hit these guys. It's an arm. Are you just stabbing with a knife?
Yeah, she's literally just, and then it's plus my 2.
Okay.
There's a method to her madness.
Okay.
May not be a good one, but it's one.
Cool. It has been stabbed with a knife. You like pop one of the eyes and it kind of like comes out like an egg yolk, but then dematerializes.
She stabs it and like that happens and it doesn't really react. And she looks back to Salim and goes, I thought it was almost dead with that hit. And she just looks really nervous because she's now an inch away from it.
You're helping, but help harder.
Cardis.
I can't thunderwave everything. It's like it's my only damaging spell.
You could thunderwave. I mean, if you break this building, it probably would fall down onto whatever's coming out of the pit.
Oh yeah. But also on the rest of us. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's not ideal.
I mean, it's a great plan.
That is less than ideal. I will. Hang on. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna stab things. So these guys, oh yeah, they're gone. Never mind. I'll just run up over here and make with stabbing.
Cool.
For a 16.
That's a hit.
Okay. That is 8 damage.
All right. It's actually looking pretty weak.
All right, and Ren will also get an inspiration.
Heck yeah.
Salim?
Salim, feeling pretty jazzed about having taken out that lady, is going to turn towards the Lepet. And with some newfound inner energy, is going to fire another Eldritch Blast. But having just hit level 5, a surprise happens. Instead of just one beam coming out, two separate ones seem to come out of his hands. So 20 hits, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then of those two, it does 12 damage. 4, 4, 4.
All right. Got one more on you?
That's the entire thing. I think, isn't that how?
No, it shoots 2 rays. You actually make the attack roll twice.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, yeah. That's awesome.
You shouldn't be getting. It's still 1d10 plus your charisma.
Gotcha. So that's only 8 damage actually, and then we'll see this one. So just a 9. So that one misses.
All right. So you shoot 2 beams. The one you weren't expecting kind of veers off. And I was really hoping you were going to kill this thing this round, but you didn't. So I'm going to hit someone with it.
I mean, Vestian mounted it. You can hit him. It's fine.
Oh, cool. I'm going to hit Vestian then.
He did the same thing he did to the fucking shrimp people.
Got it. Does a 20 hit you?
Nope. Oh, it does. Shit. It does.
All right. Cool. We're just going to roll damage because that's more fun, right? Why is it not rolling?
Yeah, it does.
There we go. So you're going to take 20 damage.
That's fine.
And you must make me a strength saving throw.
All right. 4.
Cool. You're in it.
That's fine.
It has grabbed you.
Perfect.
And then it's actually going to use its move action to drag you down with it.
Okay.
So Cardis and Ren, you both get to make me a weapon attack.
Weapon.
You have your dagger out.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna do something. Crap. Okay.
I mean, you have an out crit.
A 17.
17 will hit.
Or 5 damage.
Okay.
Hey. Ow.
Does my scythe get an attack?
No, it's not a creature.
As it's stealing me.
But I'm going to say you guys both slash at it, and it's just enough to cut and peel away at the part that was holding Vestian. But I'm going to need both of you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. That's a thing I don't have a lot of.
I'm going to say with your guys' powers together, you're able to grab Vestian. Like, it might be like a Cardis grabs Vestian and then Ren grabs Cardis by a horn or something.
Yeah, she doesn't really care about Vestian. She'll definitely try to grab Cardis, though.
Yeah.
Falling. That makes sense.
And you guys are able to pull him back up as this thing starts slowly swirling down. And do any of you know Celestial?
Salim does.
Salim, no. You would hear the words.
Salim doesn't. Oh, wait, no, that's Jin. Sorry, Salim, you should. I think that's part of your warlock thing.
I don't think he actually gets it. I think we've had this discussion before.
I don't get it.
Yeah. You do hear the bubblings of this strange words, and they kind of hit all of your senses. Like, you can smell it, you can hear it, you can taste it, you can just feel it in your fingertips. And it's the sensation of, like, home. You can feel something calling to you down there, something that wants to take you into its arms and just love you unconditionally. These words sound like being wrapped up in your mother's arms, if that's a happy thing for you. And Vestian, while you were sort of over the brink being pulled back up, yes. You saw a single point of light down there.
What does that mean?
But it does not seem to have the strength now to come back up.
yeah, I think once he gets pulled back up by Ren and Cardis, he kind of looks around and says, "We almost had it. It's gonna return soon." We need to go.
So where?
Out.
Back to the village. Tell them what we saw. Tell them to prepare. Tell them to figure something out.
There must be a pen for the krill. We have to just go find the pen for the krill and ride them back.
Why would they take us back up?
I think the krill are just animals. The fish people won't take us anywhere.
No, we can try. Let us try.
And Vestian walks over to the pool and scoops up Asa over his shoulder and begins to run out.
So if there's anyone here who could convince the krill to take us back, Ren, it's you. You are the master animal handler. Remember Count Porcula?
Yeah.
Roll me an animal handling check real quick.
Oh boy.
Porkenstein.
Porkenstein, sorry. Wrong swine monster.
Guys, during the winter, he had a child.
Oh.
Count Porcula.
Hamlet.
He had real daddy issues.
They don't like me because they have too many legs, and she's just shouting at them.
What's happening is, as you guys are trying to like run out, and you notice that all the Yupa are also running. They're running along with you. They're all trying to escape this place, and they're already taking out all the krill beasts. And you guys are trying to like catch one, but you just can't get it to cooperate, and it kind of like slips out of your grasp. You have one option.
What is the option?
You could go deeper and then wake up.
Oh, right. That's how the underside works.
Yeah.
Balls.
We'll all kind
Swim.
of take everybody together by the hand. We can go deeper. We can do this.
What's your name again? Sam.
So we just go further and what? We awake?
We come out the other side.
That's not how it works for me.
Are you sure?
Well, we'll find out.
If this is the end, it's been really nice knowing you. This version of Salim has really enjoyed our time.
Say that.
It will be all right, Salim. I know.
He's not. I'm going to kill everyone.
Well,
And he looks at Ren's like, she will.
Vestian looks to Salim and I assume we get back to like one of the rooms, right? And he like is there's like cracks and shit all over the place, and he like is pushing the coral to like open up into the ocean. And he looks to Salim and says, "One more dance," and he cracks the coral open.
I'll help you push the door open.
And you guys push the door open, the water catches you and swirls you out into it, and you feel yourself drifting further and deeper into this cold, freezing, dark water. And then where do you wake up? Do you wake up at home? Do you wake up on the beach? Do you wake up on the tallest mountain in Norsate?
I wasn't ready for that question.
And
Yeah. I think Cardis doesn't really have anywhere at this point that she feels like is home.
Mm-hmm.
I think what her goal would be to wake up sort of somewhere where she feels.
Would you want to drift home? Would you want to drift to this voice that has been calling you from the deeps to be enveloped inside of it? Or would you wake up somewhere else?
I don't know. Maybe you want to learn.
How tempting is that call?
It's pretty tempting. I mean,
Salim there? Like, can we see each other?
This is. I'm kind of leaving this up to like epilogue territory.
I think as long as Salim is there, Ren doesn't really care.
Okay. Salim would be there if he so chooses.
Yeah, I mean, Ren is the only home Salim has known. So
And
wherever
maybe
Salim
turtles.
wakes up, wherever Salim wakes up, it's going to be near Ren.
You're so cute.
You guys actually wake up in a strange place, a place neither of you have ever known. It's warm, and you can smell the scent of spice in the air. There's jungles surrounding you, and strange golden temples. And you're somewhere very far away from the cold, frigid airs of Norsate, this place that neither of you were really interested in ever. It's always been more of a prison to you guys. You're free, and you're without the bonds of your prior engagement. You guys have each other, and on realizing it, you guys are actually in the animal kingdoms. And if anyone knows how to help with Ren's sort of dreaming ego powers, it probably would be them.
Next adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Salim takes off the like heavy winter coat just to like feel the like embrace of the warmth, and like turns to Ren, understanding the situation they're in, and is just like, let's go figure out what this place is, who the people are, what their laws are, and then break them all. Yeah? Sound good?
Salim, do you know how many sticks there probably are here?
Oh my god. Ren, we're in paradise!
And she runs off to go find a stick, and she's just...
I'm still your keeper!
All right, we'll cut from there, and we'll move over to Cardis or Vestian.
Vestian awakes on the docks of Hostad.
Are you sitting? Are you laying down?
He's like laying prone. Like basically he just fell onto the docks.
Yeah.
So he's like laying prone. There's like wetness around him. And he still has an axe in hand.
As you kind of like pull yourself together, you realize that there are other people here with you. There are other people who have dropped from the dream onto the dock. Probably the people that you had sought out to save. But you distinctly do not see Ren or Salim.
Yeah, I think he like gets up and he starts like nudging people. Get up! You have to get up. As he's walking back towards the dock, and he's headed to the Hunter's Lodge to find Torek to explain what happened. Because without his companions, he is still afraid that this giant monster is going to rise up and attack Hostan.
All right, so we kind of see the scene where you kind of get that together, and you have like a town meeting, and people are kind of getting situated, and when spring comes, you will have an army.
Nice.
Cardis, where did you wake up? Did you wake up?
I mean, there's a part of her that wants to go yell on top of the mountain, and there's a part of her that wants to know about this whispering nonsense. But I think being around the party and being around this group kind of taught her to do more for the outside world than just for herself. Because, you know, most of her life has just sort of been about her surviving and getting by. So now she's kind of learned, like, you know what, maybe I can actually do something for somebody else. So screaming on the mountain is a thing that is good for the world. So I think she'd maybe go toward that.
You wake in a place that you've seen but never been to. You wake at the peak of Norsate, the Devil's Throne. You are sitting in a giant stone throne when you wake up. Lying
with skulls.
Huh?
Is it carved with skulls?
No, it is carved in stone, and each of these carvings depict a great battle with a monstrous foe.
Nice.
And if you took the time to read them, you would notice that fighting the things that you have seen, the things that you saw below, may be impossible without a bit more power. And sitting in front of you is a giant spear carved in moonstone.
Ooh.
And if you know the stories well enough, would be the spear of the devil Runsput.
Yes. Want this. And I will earn this.
In the sort of months coming out of the winter, you will join Vestian's army to fight this thing.
Oh, yeah.
With the power of the gods in your hands.
The most metal thing ever.
And that's where we're going to close out, folks.
Nice. Good end.
How does everyone feel?
Good
That
end.
was awesome. That was dope. Now
I feel like everyone got what they wanted out of that. That was awesome.
I'm gonna go fuck up a giant jellyfish.
Yeah.
We're gonna go fuck with the locals.
Yeah. We are the tree gods.
Just for the animal kingdoms are basically, it's set in sort of like a very like Indian sort of jungle. There's a lot of Indian folklore inspiration for that area, but
We're gonna get
Porkenstein.
Yes.
Porkenstein's he's in Hostad still. He's a mount now.
yeah. There's a rat folk riding him.
Yeah.
Who's got a repeating crossbow.
It's a seam because he can talk to the
They're best buds.
Yeah.
They'll come back one day, buddy.
Vine whipping and shit. Super cool, guys. So that was book 1 and book 2 of Northseat. Wow, I was gonna say of Norsat, and I was like, that's not right. Of Northseat. Go check out that link in chat. Go get this book on Drive-Thru-RPG. The player primer is free. Book 1 is free. Book 2 is $10, and book 3 is in the process of coming out soon. So go check that out. Super fun game. Had a blast playing it with you guys. Thank you for being here for these 15 weeks. Ethan, thank you for running this game. Super good time. Chat, thank you for being here the whole time. Super hyped. And thank you guys for all those fun interactions. So let's go around and get your final thoughts on the campaign, and we'll get the hell out of here. We'll start with Miss Ninja Ninja. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what did you think of your time in the North Sea?
I'm Xmas Ginger Ninja, and I loved it. It's got a great story. It's got great background. I am super into all the creepy things that you threw at us and the descriptions you put into things that make me uncomfortable, but like in a good way. I loved my character. I think all of us meshed really well. And I think that Cardus the Bardus would definitely approve of a song that Ren's been writing about the time Vestian got knocked out by a bear. I get knocked down and my friends get me up again, is what it's called.
Okay, all right. Speaking of friends getting me up, Bird, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what did you think of your time in the North Sea?
Well, it was really great. And then this final episode took a real sexual charge. This episode, this season was so fun. Go pick up the player's primer. I will say it just gives such an immediate jump into the lore. Like just us doing the whole, hey, I'm a keeper and I have a witch thing immediately establishes a dynamic. Like when I read through all these different kind of classes to be, it was like I had like 4 or 5 ideas because it was like I could go so many ways with this lore and story. Seriously, go check it out, guys. I'm so glad we got a happy ending too. I did not expect that. Mike, take it easy. I did not expect things to go very well for us, but we all kind of got what we wanted out of that, and it's a very satisfying conclusion to a 15 weeks of D&D. So thank you, everyone for playing. Thanks, Ethan, for running it. I'm Bird vs. Plane. Catch me everywhere at that name.
Sweet. Sexual tension for real, Bird. That being said, Maddie, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? What did you think of your time in the North Sea?
Oh, I loved it. I love the descriptions. I love the creepy monsters. I love the the twist, just taking 5e and doing something different with it. Just really fun, especially if you don't know 5e very well, or you do know 5e very well and you want something different to do with it. It's a great system. I really like this one. Definitely want to do it again. Always have a good time with you guys, and getting to play with Bird for the first time, that was awesome. So super grateful. Always have a good time here with you guys.
And last but not least, Ethan, who are you? Where can we find you? And what was how do you feel about your time in the North Sea?
Hello, I'm Ethan, or Super Robot Bear on the Twitter, which is where you can find me. And if you follow me and are interested in book 3, I will be letting everyone know when that comes out. I super enjoyed hanging out with you. I've play tested this setting quite a few times now. This was probably the most ridiculous.
You're welcome.
I'm not surprised.
I think I had the most out of mechanics fun with you guys. Just goofs. You guys are goofs. Y'all goofs.
You're welcome.
But yeah, if you enjoyed the weirdness of this, if you are looking forward to future, because if you thought the jump from book 1 to book 2 was big, the one from book 2 to book 3 is another. You fight a tower and a spaceship full of an array of spiders.
Awesome.
I like it.
I am so in. I'm already in. I am.
Someone and I retire formally.
But yeah, it's a fun time. There's a lot of fun stuff in it, and I'll let you all know as soon as that is out of the oven.
Hell yeah. Super cool. Thank you guys again for being here. This was super fun. That being said, we're going to get the heck out of here. But first, guys, a word from our sponsors. Go check out the Dice of Rolling. They're a full set of polyhedral dice, optimized quantities for D&D 5e specifically. Check it out if you're interested in playing D&D and you need some sweet new dice. Also, go check out our brand spanking new updated Patreon if you guys want to support the channel in the biggest way you possibly can. That's the best way to do it. With that, we're going to go raid our friends' Saving Throw show, and they're playing the new D&D Ravnica stuff. So that's pretty dope. That's the newest setting for D&D 5e. So go check those guys out. Give them all of your hot, sticky raid love.
Go be an elephant.
Yes, that's true. And from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.